35-meter style transfer move as key player faces 5-game absence. Mirror Football rounds up the latest developments from Arsenal, including encouraging transfer news and a fresh injury setback. Arsenal's focus now shifts to the FA Cup after Thursday night's Premier League encounter with Brentford. The Gunners are set to welcome Wigan Athletic to the Emirates in the fourth round on Sunday, as Mikel Arteta's side continue their impressive push across 4 competitions this season. The North London club currently sits top of the league and has already secured a place in the Carabao Cup final. Notably, they chose not to strengthen the first team during the January transfer window. The decision reflects the club's belief that the current squad is capable of delivering a major trophy this season, while financial resources are being reserved for summer reinforcements. However, injuries remain the biggest obstacle to Arteta's ambitions. Reports of another important player being sidelined have surfaced, raising concerns. Despite this, Arsenal continue working behind the scenes to identify potential additions, and here are 2 key updates from the Emirates. Arsenal are reportedly monitoring Newcastle United youngster Lewis Miley. According to Sports Boom, club scouts have already observed the 19-year-old midfielder in action. The talented prospect has also drawn interest from Manchester City and Aston Villa, with all 3 Premier League clubs reportedly viewing him as a standout young talent. Newcastle are eager to keep hold of Miley. Manager Eddie Howe previously sanctioned the 35-meter sale of Elliot Anderson to Nottingham Forest in July 2024 due to financial pressures related to PSR regulations, a decision he may now regret. The Magpies are determined to avoid losing another academy graduate who could develop into a Premier League and England regular. Miley has become an integral part of Howe's squad, making 30 appearances in all competitions this season. Still, Arsenal could monitor Newcastle's financial situation closely, and if the club needs to generate funds, attempt a summer move similar to Anderson's departure. Meanwhile, Kai Havertz is expected to be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks after, suffering another injury setback. The German forward previously missed the latter part of last season with a hamstring problem and was ruled out again earlier this campaign due to a knee injury, having only recently returned and shown promising form, scoring twice and providing 2 assists in 7 appearances. Havertz has now been ruled out with a muscular issue, as reported by the Mail. He already missed the trip to Brentford and could potentially sit out the next 5 matches against Wigan, Wolves, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Brighton. In league action, Arsenal's lead at the top of the Premier League has been reduced to 4 points following a 1-1 draw at Brentford. Noni Madueke gave the visitors the lead just after the hour mark, but the hosts responded 10 minutes later when keen Lewis Potter capitalized on a long throw from Michael Caode. Brentford appeared more threatening after equalizing, with Igor Thiago squandering a late opportunity in stoppage time. Arsenal substitute Gabriel Martinelli nearly secured all 3 points in the closing moments, only to be denied by Kowim and Kelleher in a dramatic finish. Despite the setback, Arsenal remain firmly in the title race, though a challenging trip to the Etihad Stadium in April still awaits, as they aim to end their 22-year wait for the league crown. When asked whether momentum was shifting towards Manchester City, Arteta dismissed the speculation, emphasizing that focusing on hypothetical scenarios is unproductive. He stressed the importance of concentrating solely on Arsenal's own performances over the long campaign. Elsewhere, England manager Thomas Tuchel has extended his contract through to the European Championship in 2028. The German coach reaffirmed his commitment to the national team despite speculation linking him with a return to club management. Finally, Manchester United reiterated their commitment to inclusivity after co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe faced criticism for controversial remarks regarding immigration in the United Kingdom. Here is your rewritten version with adjusted grammar and slightly refined meaning while keeping the core information intact. Sir Jim Ratcliffe said he regretted any offense caused by comments he made during a Sky News interview on Wednesday. His remarks sparked strong criticism from Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. The Press Association reports that the Football Association is set to review Ratcliffe's statements to determine whether they may have brought the sport into disrepute. Later on Thursday, Manchester United released an official statement reaffirming the club's commitment to equality and inclusion. The statement read, "Manchester United is proud to be an inclusive and welcoming institution. Our diverse players, staff, and worldwide fan base represent the rich history and identity of Manchester, a city that welcomes people from all backgrounds. Since introducing the All Red, All Equal campaign in 2016, equality, diversity, and inclusion have been central to our operations. We remain fully dedicated to the values of that initiative. These principles are embedded not only in our policies, but also in our culture, and are reflected in our recognition under the Premier League's Advanced Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion Standard." Meanwhile, attention turns to the FA Cup, fourth round. Chelsea will aim to avoid a potential upset when they travel to Hull, where Blues head coach Liam Rosenyor comes up against his former club. Elsewhere, Wrexham welcome Championship side Ipswich in another intriguing tie. In the Women's Super League, table toppers Manchester City, who were defeated by Arsenal last weekend, host bottom-placed Leicester at the Joy Stadium. Several Premier League managers are also scheduled to address the media on Friday ahead of the weekend's FA Cup fixtures. Arne Slot and Eddie Howe will speak in the morning, followed later in the day by Pep Guardiola, Unai Emery, Marco Silva, Daniel Farke, and Scott Parker as part of a packed press conference schedule. Arsenal are assessing a new injury concern after Martin Odegaard was spotted limping noticeably following Thursday night's 1-1 draw against Brentford. The Norwegian midfielder had just returned to the starting lineup after missing the 3-0 victory over Sunderland due to a muscle problem. Odegaard appeared to struggle during the second half, particularly after attempting to stop Keane Lewis-Potter from netting Brentford's equalizer. His discomfort has now raised fresh concerns for the Gunners. With several squad members already sidelined, Mikel Arteta will be anxious to avoid losing his captain again. Kai Havertz, Mikel Merino, and Max Daumann are still unavailable through injury, while William Saliba was absent against Brentford because of illness. Speaking before the match, Arteta explained that Saliba had felt unwell earlier in the day and remained at home, describing the issue as short-term. He also revealed that Havertz picked up a minor knock after the Sunderland game, and the club is still waiting to determine how long he may be out. Despite concerns over his fitness, Odegaard impressed Brentford boss Keith Andrews with his pressing performance. Andrews praised the Arsenal captain's timing and positioning when closing down defenders, noting that his approach brings a different dynamic to Arsenal's structure. Meanwhile, Arsenal's draw, coupled with Manchester City's 3-0 win against Fulham, has reduced the gap at the top to just 4 points, increasing the pressure in the Premier League title race. Next up, Arsenal turned their attention to the FA Cup tie against Wigan Athletic before facing consecutive away trips to Wolves and Tottenham, including a crucial North London derby.